What is up, everybody? It is Saints Fan, and today I am going to be showing you guys the easiest way that I found on how to steal the AC-130 and actually keep it as your plane. Now in this video I actually do it with a taxi, but I do not recommend a taxi just because the method that I'm going to tell you guys, it sort of involves them shooting at you, and more than likely they will shoot out your tires, so you're going to want to get some bulletproof tires, maybe even some armor on your car. Now you will lose the car for temporarily. It should return to the impound though. But basically what you're going to want to do is you want to come in here and get the 4 stars on you, and then now I go just up and down this runway. You can either pick a corner. I recommend go away from as many tanks as possible, because the more tanks, obviously you're going to get blown up. So that's the one thing you're going to want to avoid, because tanks are bad. Now, but what you're going to want to do is pretty much just drive in circles and get as many cars and trucks and as many of the guys near you as possible. Now this is another clip, and I did it with the taxi, and I actually made a video on this on how to get in here sort of 30 seconds without being detected. As you see, you want to come in here with a taxi. You can go check that out. It's my latest video, so it'll probably be a link in the description as well. But doing this taxi glitch that gives you 20 to 30 seconds of no stars, it kind of really doesn't help for the AC-130. But what you're going to want to do is once you hit stars, you can do that method that I showed where you just spin in circles, get as many cars as possible following you, and then once you have enough cars, you're going to want to use your slow-mo with Franklin and just use as many as it possible to this, so because you move faster than everybody else. Now right here I got really lucky, and I just went straight to the plane, no slow-mo, nothing, and got in here. And it also depends on your safe, because sometimes I notice that tanks will be like stalking this little location right here, and then you get blown up. I got lucky. As you see, there's only that truck right there, and they're only shooting at me, so it's not even too bad. But you're going to want to use your slow motion, because you do actually move faster than everybody else, and that helps tremendously because you can get there as soon as possible, and you can go pretty fast. So what you're going to do is stay as low to the ground as possible. You want to wait to the last possible second to lift off, and as soon as you get over this building, you want to immediately dip down, because they will be shooting rockets at you. As you see, I got so lucky I even hit a tree. I got lucky there, but they are not happy, so they will shoot some missiles. So that's why you got to stay low. You got to stay off their radar. Now once you're a decent amount of way about where these mountains are, you can sort of ascend. Now one thing I did notice with this AC-130 is do not hold the RT button down, because you will stall the engine, and that's not good, because then you'll be stuck and you're going to go into a spiraling downfall and you'll die. Now as you see right here, my left engine does not work, and we're going to fix that in a second. But what you're going to want to do, and this happens a lot, because normally you will get hit by a rocket even though you are pretty low, but you're going to need to actually have to lose the cops before we do it. So what we're going to do is usually fix the car cheat, even though we're going to use it on the airplane, and that basically is just switching characters. But the easiest way that I noticed to get away from the cops is to fly over this bay, and this bay is actually the little lake right above Sandy Shores, I think it is, the giant sand area. That's where Trevor lives, so that's just to give you a little, where it's at on the map. But you're going to want to fly over this, because it seemed to me that not too many copters come over here, and obviously cars can't find you, and there aren't too many boats. So you're going to want to fly over this, and you want to stay as low as possible until you get to the shore, and then you're going to want to ascend. And you want to ascend because you don't want the cops on the ground noticing you, and you don't want the helicopters to sort of notice you, and you just want to go to the left a little bit. It may take a couple of tries. Maybe you might want to save it during the air if you did get out, just so you can mess around with it. You don't have to get the AC-130 again. But basically, once you lose the cops, as you saw right there, we are going to switch characters to, I think we did Michael, and then we're going to go back to Franklin, and then we're going to have a brand new plane. It's going to work perfectly, and it's going to be amazing, because then we can go drive to the airport and keep it for ourselves. Now one thing that actually I do want to mention is that I don't actually know, I'm thinking of this now. I know I said it's the AC-30, but I'm thinking it might be the C-130, because I don't know the difference between planes too much. But I think the C-130 you can't shoot out of, and the AC-130 you can. I'm not too sure, but you can't shoot out of this one, unfortunately. There is no guns on it. I tried every button, nothing really works. But we're back to the plane, and as you see, we're brand new, and we have a perfectly good plane. Now, like I said, once you're done that, you just want to fly to your hangar. Now, obviously, mine is at the airport, and since this hangar is big enough, we can fit it in there, and then we have this forever. So once you come to here, ever again, you can switch and see what's happening. But anyways, guys, hope you did enjoy this video. This, like I said, was the easiest way for me. I tried, you can ask the guys in the live stream, we tried for ages to try to get this thing, and then finally on the one that you actually saw, we got it. So that is it, and as always, it's your boy Sam. Peace.